Hello, hello, hello. We're on to part number three. Some things to think about. This one is, it could be made out of a big block, but maybe let's try to make this one in a different way where we make maybe like a plate and then a couple plates extending up. We'll do the slots and the holes. All chamfers are 1 inch by 1 inch typical. The slots are on both sides, and that's because you can't really see that one back there. So here we go. Hit the plus, make a new part studio. Our overall dimensions are 9 by, this looks like 1.5 plus 2 plus another 1.5, so that's 5. 9 by 5, and then how tall is it? This plate is 0.5 thick, and it looks like the height is 0.35. That's a little weird because is that going to the top of this or to the bottom? And I'm thinking it's going all the way to the bottom. So I'm going to make the overall height 3.5 by 9 by 5. Let's make that sketch. Ready? Well, let's make it 9 by 0.5, and we'll go from there. How's that look? Yeah. So we'll start by the same way we did the last two, making some rectangulage. 9 by 0.5. Bam. And hit this top corner. We're going to extrude this part. What do we say? 5 inches. 5. Bam. And that gives us our overall base. Now we're going to add a couple plates. The plates are 2 inches from the edges. They go all the way across, and they're 0.5 inches wide. So let's put a sketch right on the top, and we'll make those two rectangles. Start one here, lock it in. We'll make another one over here, lock it in, and now we're going to do some dimensioning. First dimension is from there to there, and we said that's 0.5. This other one's the exact same, 0.5. Now we got to locate it, so from here to here we said was 2 inches. That moves it over. Same deal here, from there to there, 2 inches, and that'll move that over a little bit. Great. So now if we click on some of this, we'll see it. I forgot to turn off my planes because they bug me every time. And I'm going to extrude these up 3 inches just because the overall height is 3.5 and this bottom part was 0.5. So does that look about right? I think it does. If we need to jack it up, we'll come back to this extrusion and we'll extrude it up another ½ inch. But let's go ahead and throw the chamfers on next. We know they're all 1 inch by 1 inch. Here goes. Chamfer equal distance, 1 inch. We'll just go around and try to get them all. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. And spin for the win. So we got all the chamfers thrown on there. Feeling strong. I think that looks about right. Let's go ahead and throw in these big holes. The big hole is centered 2 inches from the top and halfway down the middle, and the holes are 1.5 inches in diameter. No problem. Put a sketch right here on this face, and we will put a point. Get it locked in, come down, place it, and then all we have to do is distance this 2 inches from the top. 2. Bam. Oh, that looks a little low. We'll see if that's troublesome or not. So now we select hole. I'm going to choose this, and we said that they were 1.5. And there's our hole. Let's go back and look. This looks like it's awfully close to the bottom here. So did we mess up? Yep. I think this is supposed to be another ½ inch up. And so this 3.5 with the leader line coming here is coming to the top of the surface. No biggie. we can go back and fix that pretty easily by coming over and using the browser. We know that at Extrude 2, we made it 3 inches tall, so we're going to double click this, and there's our 3. We'll just add another ½ inch there, 3.5, boink. And when you click the check mark, it got taller, and since I dimensioned it from the top and not the bottom, it actually moved those holes up. So I'm pretty happy about that. Could have been a lot worse. Last thing is to put these slots on there, and the slots are 2 inches from like the rectangular part, and then we've got a radius of 3/8 on these arcs on the end, and it's 1 inch in from the side centered. Yikes. How wide is the slot? Well, it's the same as this radius times 2. Okay, that's a lot to think about if you're get confused easily like me. But I'm going to go ahead and start by making a rectangle, and then I'm going to make a circle. And as you see here, I'm going down the middle till I get that marker, clicking and then clicking on the end point, and that makes it all constrained and tangent. I should at this point be able to dimension one of these things. What did we say that was? The diameter is 0.375 times 2. That should make it a little bit bigger. And we said from this line to this line was 2 inches. So let's go ahead and do that part. So this should shrink considerably. And what else? We got to kind of move it over, right? So from the edge to there is 1.5. So we can add that dimension. From there to the edge is a mere. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Onshape's crashing, people. Oh, one. No, come on. 1.5. That gets us in the zone. Did we do it right? I don't know. Let's go ahead and cut it out and see how it looks. So you hit extrude, remove all, and there you have it. I think that looks really good, but we don't have one on this side yet. So how do we do that? There's a few different ways. We could just sketch it over here, but what I'd like to do is put a plane down the middle and just copy it over. So if we look at our different planes up here, we've got one there, got one there. That would ideally be the one we want to use. So we can make a plane that's offset 4.5 inches, and it should put us right in the center. There might be a way to make a mid-plane. That sometimes is a thing. Sometimes if you click one surface and then spin it and click the opposite surface, it will insert a mid-plane. Mid-plane. Boom. So now we got that cute little mid-plane right there. And we're going to use the mirror tool to mirror this feature over to the other side. So across your toolbar up here, you got mirror, looks like that. The entity to mirror. Well, we don't want a part mirror, we want a feature mirror. So that's the first thing to change. The feature we want to mirror is just this. How can I get just this? Oh, it's being stinky. There we go. So now I've got that select. Nope, didn't really select it, did it? Come on, baby. It's like it does it for a second and then, okay, so there we go. You could always pick extrude 3 off of here if you wanted to as well. And then our mirror plane is this guy right here, plane 1. And if we zoom out, you should see that it's multiplied itself over to the other side. And so this part is done. You need to change this one to, let's go up to the instructions up top, aluminum 661, 6061. So it's the same as last time. Okay.